mistake and finish, taking risks for it all start. Fell in love with it and got hits rolling ball blood. I know niggas that'll zip your lips for that small talk. Come with that drive, homie, and get hit at the crosswalk. These niggas followers and cheerleaders, praying that the next man will break them fair even. But if my brother about his hustle, he'll be here eating and take my word.
Hey, you guys are tuned in to Dropping Teas with BeautyTLC, and you guys can follow me on Instagram at beauty__TLC. We are in the second episode of Dropping Teas. My first episode was on Tuesday, an intro, pretty much so you guys can get a feel of what was going on and basically how I started my process and basically where we're going at now. But I want you guys to tune in every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. via my Instagram Live. And it will be also posted on my YouTube on every Friday. The link going to be in my bio. Today we have our first special guest, THEREALYUNGEASY.
The realest and the biggest. Don't ever get it confused with nothing little. Man, so raspy. You know what I mean? Fast lane gang, family, mafia. I know where I'm at with it. Baltimore, baby.
Okay, so now that everybody knows your name, tell everybody what you do.
I do a little bit of everything. First of all, I'm one of the hardest rappers ever. That's first and foremost. That's how I was introduced to this shit. Came up when I was about 14 years old battling, you feel me? So that's the first and foremost. I was doing shows at 14, 15. I started recording right after I was doing battles, like not even far after I was battling. I got introduced to the studio. So it went from there to studio to shows. I had my first show at, I don't know if anybody remember this venue called Gardell's, but it's by the power plant.
Right.
It's not there no more, but it used to be called Gardell's. Did my first show there, and that was basically my whole start with it, you feel me? And that's what I do, I rap, but at the end of the day, I grew into an engineer because I like the sound of music, you know. I just love music, period, so I always wanted to learn how to put it together, like not just write music or anything. I just wanted to learn how to put everything together. So I got behind the board and actually learning sound and equalizers and compressors and all the dilly-dallies with that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you kind of told us how you really started. How do you describe your rap style?
Shit. I mean, I'm lyrical for real, but like I can step in any lane. Like I can do the melodic shit. But like my bass is just substance for real. Like you gonna get where I came from somewhere. You feel me? Like no matter if I'm singing it or if I'm rapping it, you're gonna understand where I came from for real. Like so I'm not trying to mask my style. You feel me? It's always gonna be somebody's always gonna be able to feel what I'm saying. I'm always gonna be able to touch somebody and be able to reach out to masses. You feel me? So my style really ain't a style. It's just something that's just having to adapt to what's out right now and being able to be relevant to things that's out now. So my style really don't stay the same, to be honest. Like, but at the end of the day, can't nobody fuck with me if that's what we getting to. Like, can't nobody fuck with me.
Okay, so you real cocky with it.
I'm not cocky, I'm confident. Shout out to my
like
OG.
that.
Like, yeah, I'm not cocky, I'm very confident. It's very me, very sweet. I mean, my bad. But so many few that can fuck with me. Like, and I mean that, like, and I mean on every aspect of being an artist, not just a rapper. Like, you gotta have a lot of elements to be that one.
But you gotta have that energy when you're an artist.
Yeah, I'm confident. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's confident. I don't feel like it's cockiness. Anybody that says it's cockiness is just kind of like.
That's the energy you gotta have, though.
You got it. That's how you feel. Like, I mean, not you, but like how they feel. Like, if you feel like I'm being cocky, maybe it's something in your confidence that need to be up with you. Like, maybe you need to be able to look in the mirror and be like, I'm supposed to be doing this. Like, I can look in the mirror like I know I'm doing this for the rest of my life.
Right.
Yeah, straight up.
Okay. Your music.
Yeah.
What's your process of writing?
It's just all night type shit. Like, I be up all night until I figure out how I want to do it. Like, mostly when it's like them long 200 bar freestyles, and not to say freestyling because everybody got their own definition of freestyling, but them free verses or whatever, like I can sit up and write 200 bars, you feel me? So if a radio station asks me to spit some bars, I got 1,000 and 3,000 and 5,000 bars for them, you feel me? But when it comes to actually being creative and being in the studio and making a hit, I barely pick up a pen. I just go in.
So you be freestyling mostly?
Freestyling, I don't like to say freestyling because it just don't come out the head, you know? Like I gotta say it, see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'll erase it and go back and do it again. It might be the same thing, but I might do it in a different cadence. I might try to rap it, like, oh no, let me try to rap it. And then if I don't like how I sound rap, I might try it melodically and then it sound crazy melodically, and then I just go from there, and I can hear it because I'm here all night. That's what I do for real. So I got that access to be like, you know, I'm not really kicking out for studio time like how these other niggas got to get the label to kick out for them for studio time. Like I do this really manually. Like I could do it in the kitchen, in the car. I done it on a bus. I actually did a recording session for Jadakiss on a bus in Miami.
Right.
So like I'm accessible with this shit. So it's just no limits to my creativity.
I like that. So how did you get your name?
Easy. I was just young, yo, getting into everything, every fucking thing. So it was like, but it was just easy for me to do it. Like, I mean, when I say getting into everything, I wanted to know how shit worked. I wanted to know how this was made. I wanted to know what this was made out of. So like I could make it, and then I would make it and do it. And it's like, dang, you did that shit so easily, you feel me?
Right.
And my man Lamar, shout out to my best friend Lamar, childhood friend, he was like, yo, you should just rock with that. And this was before the rap shit. Like, it wasn't even a rap. I probably was like 6 years old, first grade, some shit like that. He was like, we gonna start calling you Easy. Like, we was just badass kids, out of the Ridge Projects. Just badass kids, just doing shit. He like, we gonna call you Easy. And it just stuck.
So where did the Young come from?
Cause I don't get no facial, like this shit is new. Like all this shit is new. I ain't been to the barbershop, you feel me? So like, the young thing came from, I didn't really grow too tall. I ain't had too many facials. I still get carded at the club and bars and all that shit, you feel me? So it's like, even though my age is my age, my appearance, I mean, gives off a young feeling, and my energy gives off young, you feel me? So I just always wanted to be, and one of my favorite songs is Jay-Z, Forever Young, out the Blueprint 3 for real, and that, if anybody listen to that and really hear what he's saying, that'll touch you for real, like to maintain your youth, you feel me? Like you always gotta maintain, like another favorite artist of mine is Young Jeezy, you feel me? Like he go by Jeezy, but like it's Young Jeezy, like he's still young, you feel me? He's still screaming young, and it's like, it's just maintaining your youth for real, so I'm gonna forever be young. Now, while I took the O out, and street shit, they know what's going on.
So how do you
Big
feel
Shark
like
gang.
your name is different?
Because I actually spell it right.
Okay.
Except the Young. I actually spell Easy, E-A-S-Y, like, and then when promoters call me and be like, or they post a flyer with Y-O-U-N-G-E-Z, like the letter E or E-A-Z-Y, I call them right immediately, like, that's not me, like, I will not show up, you know what I mean? Like, that's not me. I don't know who y'all looking for. Yeah, very much so. That's my crown, you feel me? Like, you gotta know, you don't spell Jesus wrong, you feel me?
Right.
Like, if you look up Easy in the dictionary, it's easy, like, you feel me? So
I like it. It's different. We got all these little this and little that.
Yeah.
And this
and
that.
And as much as it's not different as many people think of it, it's really, original.
Right. It's different. Somebody can remember it.
That's what I get from E-A-S-Y. I don't want to be like nobody. Then my first name start with an S for real, so I just like the S.
Okay. Okay, so you told us a little bit about yourself. So who inspires you to rap?
Besides me, the ones I came up off of, definitely Biggie.
Okay.
That's first and foremost. I gotta shout the God out, because it was all a dream, you feel me? Like, that's where it started with. Like, when I heard that, I lost my fucking mind, because it was like, I had pictures on my wall, you feel me? Like, my mother used to get mad, my mother raised us in church for real, so we didn't really get too much of rap, so. But when I heard that, it kind of like brought shit to an aspect for me, like, at a young age too. That was like 94, 95. I remember hearing that shit going to kindergarten, like, for real, on the bus. And it was like, damn, I'm doing this shit for something, you feel me? Like, and so it's like, that's what really got me going, like, from the jump for real. So from after that, it was Jadakiss for real. Like, you can't go too far from Biggie, you feel me? Like, so once Biggie passed, it was like, Jada and the Locks dropped the, We Always Love Big Papa for real.
Right.
And that's what it was like. They was really the only ones that really hit me. Like, it was the one Diddy did with Faith Evans was cool, but the one they did really brought everybody out, and everybody really showed love for Papa, and it opened my eyes to be like, damn, yo, like, even though they was already out, that opened my eyes to be like, yo, who the fuck? Like, so from Jadakiss, it went crazy. He did the All About the Benjamins. They was on the All About the Benjamins. He did the motherfucking Kiss of Death from there. Like, he did the mixtapes. He was going mixtapes going crazy. The Champ Is Here Part 3s, all that. Like, that was what made me really know that I gotta go hard in this shit, bro. Like, you gotta be hard. Then it was battle rappers like Cassidy and them niggas, you feel me? Like, Smack came out around that era, you feel me? So it just let me know, like, nigga, you better be hard. Like, don't be jumping out here and you not nice. Like, you feel me? Like, that's the era I came up with.
New York underground rap, because it was like real authentic. Like, you really felt what they were saying. Like, it was just
and the thing
different.
is with it, I ain't even from New York. Like I said, I'm from Baltimore, but
the East Coast vibe just.
Baltimore didn't really have a music scene. You feel me? Like, it was more of a club scene when I was coming up. And the people that I was brought up around wasn't really into that.
Right.
So it was like, I can't go to the club because they gonna look at you like, oh, you a dancing ass. You feel me? Like, so it was just a thing with me, like, all right. But I still would go, you feel me? We was young, so we still would go. But I just had to make it look on my terms, you feel me? So I was like, I just gotta be the artist for real. Like, I just look better as the artist. I'm not gonna be on the floor dancing and shit. Like, let me get a section of shit like that, you feel me?
I understand that.
So, but that's the shit that my idols was doing though. Like, Biggie had the best bottles, that the most, he had his niggas in the section, you feel me? His family in the section, and they was just partying, you feel me? Like,
I feel like Baltimore really don't have that. Well, we really didn't have that before.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta go other places.
It grew on us great.
It grew over time.
It grew on us great though, like, and we do it just as good as any industry nigga, like. And I hear it from my industry friends, you know me? Like, they be like, man, y'all Baltimore, y'all young niggas in Baltimore get to it.
Right.
And I love it though, but I just be wanting my city to experience that.
Right.
You feel me? Like, there's really step out and hear that, like, because you're not gonna really hear it at home.
You don't really hear it.
Yeah. So I didn't really understand how much I was worth or what was really going on with me until I stepped out. And what taught me that was my idols, to bring it back to what we was talking about, going back to Cali with Biggie, you feel me?
Right.
Shit like that. Jadakiss by your side, you feel me? We gonna make it. You feel me? Like, I'm listening to shit like this that's like, yo, it's possible. It can happen for anybody, you feel me? Like, all you gotta do is work hard. So I listen to artists that, make me work hard.
You gotta keep that working. Okay, so tell us any artists that you're working with.
Shit, well, I'm working with, the Keep It Home team. I'm working with my little brother, 1600 Black. First of all, I done recorded hella mixtapes with him. Working with my boy Mike Lover, you feel me? Checking him out. Of course, Box Check, Moose. I mean, anybody at home team you can think of, I done did songs with them, except the ones that's really doing their thing, you feel me? Shout out to them too. Shout out to Roddy, A1 Beam, and all of them, you feel me? Like, niggas know what's going on. Shout out to Tito.
Baltimore scene is crazy right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really wide open. But then if you want to take it out of state, I got my man Icy in Atlanta. Ranshaw in Philly, D Jones. That's home team too, if you want to keep it so raspy. I got a song coming with my guy Big Ooh. I got a song out right now with Jadakiss. I got a song with Corey Guns. Uncle Murder. Shout out to ATM, you already know. Whoa, my nigga. Feel me? DJ Robbie Rob. I'm everywhere, like, it ain't nobody. As long as you can keep up with me, like, that's it. Like, as long as you can keep up with me, I'm not gonna say I do songs with everybody unless they come correct, you know, because the price is the price. You feel me? But I work with anybody, but at the end of the day, I just can't do songs with everybody because the substance got matched. Especially if we just gonna vibe for real. And a lot of people that I do music with, you won't be able to tell that we come from pretty much the same thing somewhere down the line.
So what about any artists you wanna work with?
I would love to work more with Styles. I got a track with his son for real. I got a song, I mean, he produced the beat for real. But, you know, that's D-Block. That's D-Block business too, you feel me? And just producers, like, it ain't really no artists I really want.
Right.
If I can hear them on it, I can't really pick them out. But Fab, you know, shit like that. Like, Fab, one of my favorite artists. Jeezy, of course, but other than that, I be wanting to work with producers for real. And if I don't work with no industry producers, shout out my number one producer, Yeezy, Syracuse, you know what it is. That's my number one guy. Anything you hear me on from now on, unreleased and released.
Any upcoming projects that you're working on with artists? Any artists that you want to talk about?
I got a project, I got an album coming out. I actually got a deluxe. We debating on if it's gonna be a deluxe because I mean, y'all gonna hear this here first for real, but we plan on dropping a mixtape with an album. You know, give them the best of the both worlds with the rap scene and my substance and what I come from, you feel me, like with the rap shit. And then drop an album, original project, all music composed from start to finish, you feel me, from the ground up. And show them the other side of just what it takes to be a complete artist for real. So we still between that. Or we might just drop the tape before and then smack with the album, man. It's a lot of ways it could go. But who's on there, definitely Jada's on the next album. Okay. You know, that's first. Like, my guy, I don't know who on the album. Like, we ain't narrowed down the track list yet, you feel me? So I don't want to say who on the album or, no, it ain't that. I'm just saying, I don't want to say on camera who on the album and I don't know if you're going to make the cut. Right. You know, it got to go back to the table. Shout out to the label, shout out to the family, So Raspy, you know, straight up, man. So we outside.
What's the dream collaboration then?
I mean, I already got that. Feel me? Shout out my big dog, my big brother, Jadakiss, you feel me? Like, ever since I heard the By Your Side and how he just go back to back with styles, like, I just had to hear that on my song, you feel me? Like, I had to hear the laugh, all that on my song. So, once I got the collab, it was like, we going up from there, you feel me?
So it's not anybody that's, like, currently, like, out that you would want to do a collaboration with, or?
I mean, not that I wouldn't want to do a collaboration with him, it's just, it don't seem too far-fetched now. You feel me? Like, I got the legend on my side, so it's like...
Right. It don't even gotta be far-fetched. Who you want to do some collaborations with?
I like to see me on a song with East, Davies.
Okay.
Fab. Anybody that can keep up with me. Like I'm saying, I'm not just going to jump in the industry and be like, oh, put such and such on my song, you feel me? Like, because it's not going... It gotta mesh, you feel me? Like,
right.
It gotta really mesh, or we really just gotta have that same mindset where it's like, all right, I can hear you on my shit, you feel me?
Okay.
Fuck with you, how many streams you doing now, how many followers you got and all that.
So you going more into like the lyrical feel, like...
Nah, just substance for real. It don't even gotta be lyrical.
Like people like,
just
I feel like J. Cole and stuff like that be slept on. And,
he mean what he say.
Joyner Lucas, but they don't really get... They get noticed, but they don't really get like...
a little extra to me. He a little extra to me.
You say he a little extra?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, he a part of that.
But I feel like
he a part of that.
Like lyrical, but they don't really get like.
Yeah, he a part of that Eminem wave though. So like, you know, they niggas just rap sometimes.
Right.
As you seen with that Tory Lane shit with Joyner Lucas, like when he called Joyner Lucas out, he smoked Joyner Lucas because Tory don't do too much when he rap. You feel me? And I fuck with Tory. That's another collaboration I would do. I feel like Tory could adapt to my style. Like, you gotta adapt to my style and not try to compete with me. Because once I feel like you competing with me, you're dead.
Right.
You feel me? Like, don't try to get on my song and kill me. Like, it's not happening. It's never gonna happen. Like, you gotta understand where I'm coming from and be like, all right, I'm gonna rap relevant. Like, I gotta make sure it's relevant to me and make sure I don't go outside of trying to, because it's gonna get ugly for you and it's gonna get hard. You're gonna be in a corner trying to figure out what you're gonna write. And we don't want that. We just want to be creative.
So you want to like try different styles or different...
I can try country music, whatever. I don't care. I do it. Okay. As long as it applies. As long as everything applies and it's music.
Okay. So what's a genre that you would do? Other genre that you would do with hip hop?
Rock music.
Rock?
Yeah, rock and roll.
The rock wave.
Only because of like I'm into like Ray Charles and I'm not Elvis Presley rock and roll. Like, I'm talking about the ones that originated rock and roll that they stole rock and roll from, you know. So, yeah, shit like that. I would love to get into that. I love real instruments.
Right. Okay. So how far do you see your career going?
As long as I live. Probably even after, life after death, you feel me? Like my man Biggie said, like, you see how Biggie living forever? Like, they still playing his music, so that's his career, like that's his legacy. I plan on leaving a legacy. I don't just plan on being here, making a hit, and I pop for a summer and
you gotta have music that lasts forever.
Yeah, like even life after death. I'm here for life after death and this shit, so they gotta really get used to me. Like if you look at where I'm placed at in the industry or where I've been chosen, is everybody got a legacy. Kiss been in the game for 20 years plus. Biggie been banging for 20 years plus, you feel me? And been doing it for longer than that.
Right.
So we can't just count what I'm doing now. Like we gotta really think of the life I'm bringing to this shit.
Right. So you know it's a lot of different styles of music out right now. What music or type of style of music you can't really listen to or can't really get with?
I can't get with that simple shit. Like,
Such as?
it's just too simple. Like, all right, to be specific, Soulja Boy, I can't get with that shit. Like, I'm not knocking him. Shorty got hits and it hit, you feel me? Like, it hit on the charts. Yeah, it hit for certain occasions, but you won't catch Young Easy in the car bumping Soulja Boy, you feel me? Like,
She make it clap, clap, clap.
I have no reason to be a man in a car listening to shit make it clap, and there's no females in the car making it clap. So he make music for who
females and other people, whoever the case may be.
Whoever it is.
Right.
Whoever it is. I know a couple females that can't fuck with that shit too, but I ain't gonna get too specific. But like, just the simple shit that it don't go nowhere with me. Like, I'm not always in the club and shit. You know, like I'm not.
Right. So I done seen so much talent in Baltimore and all the music scene. How hard is it really being a Baltimore artist and making it in Baltimore?
Man, I feel like I make it well for what I do. I don't feel like it's hard for me for real. Now, if we talking about like radio play and just being on the scene all the time on all the Baltimore platforms,
right.
I don't feel like I apply to what they looking for because I don't have, like I said, the followers and all that.
Right.
You feel me? Like, but I got the stamp. Like anywhere they at, I'm in the venues. I'm coming as I am. You feel me? If anybody knows what that mean, they know what it mean. I'm coming as I am. Every club know me. Everybody in the city know who I am for real. So I feel like it's just mad. It's like like how what Jadakiss is for real, and like I said, my idols for real. Like how they is in the industry, they don't get played on certain radio stations or in certain areas because that's not what they're looking for.
Right.
I feel like I don't really get that much play or whatever because the sound that they have right now or the sound that's in the city or what they're looking for isn't real rap, isn't lyrical rap.
Yeah.
You feel me? So once they start looking for that, it's look nowhere else type shit, you feel me? Like, what are you looking for? But I'm in them lanes too, you feel me? So, like I said, I'm in the clubs and where they be at too, so I don't feel like it's hard. I feel like it gotta come down to the DJs and just how you working for real. It's the work ethic for real. It's hard to get around to deciding if you're gonna live this life or be an artist for the rest of your life because people got real life here, you feel me? We got problems, we got beef, we got everything here, you feel me? But it's like, pick your poison.
So do you feel like we really slept on? Like, I feel like Baltimore is really, really slept on.
I feel like we sleep on ourselves.
Yeah, that's
I don't feel like we slept on because everywhere I go and everywhere I've been introduced to, they know. They know what's going on here. Like, they know people here and all that, you feel me? So it's like
people just not getting, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like everybody stuck in their own bubble here, but at the end of the day, I feel like we sleep on ourselves because it's like, oh, I'm better than him, or I'm better than him, or this block is the block, or bro, when we go out of town, you're not worried about what block you on. If somebody say something crazy about Baltimore for real, you don't care what block they said. All you heard was niggas say Baltimore niggas is some bitches.
But it's also more than that. It's like, I feel like we really don't have no push down here. Like, then it's like, you know, when you go to Atlanta or places like Florida or other places,
and that's where
it's different, like, inspiration and different people, you know, it's people looking for people like that down there and just different stuff. We don't have nobody really, people here down here that's looking for that or that's promotion or, you know, like.
It's in a bubble for real. It's in a bubble, and like I said, that's what I was saying as far as about how hard it is to be an artist for real in Baltimore. It's not just up to the artists, and that's what the people that's in them positions to put the artists in those positions to take the shit to the next level to understand, like, fuck the following, like, this could be the reason why, you feel me? Like, that's what I came up in. Niggas was waiting outside of radio stations with their mixtape in the rain type shit, you feel me? Like, all you gotta do is go buy a couple followers, make a nice little melodic song now, and you the next best thing, you feel me? So that's what I'm saying, like, that's what these promoters, up to these promoters and shit, they be like, yo, let's open the door for real. Let's stop being so standoffish for real. Little nigga got a couple dollars, play a song, you feel me? Like,
that's what I'm saying. What you feel like it's gonna take for people to really start doing that?
And then the artist has to spin it back on the artist because it's not all on them. These artists gotta be willing to put into their self.
Right.
I didn't get here off of being nice, you feel me? Because that's not what it is now, you feel me? So it's like, you gotta have a couple dollars. Like, you talking all this get money shit in your raps anyway, for real. So it's like, adapt, like, where your money at, you feel me? You should at least have studio time. You should at least have money to get in the door at the club.
Right.
You feel me? You shouldn't be calling niggas, yo, I'm outside. get me in. Like, no, nigga, have that 20 at the door and then holler at your man when you get in the club and then he'll give you the work, you feel me?
Right.
Easy shit like that, but these artists need to understand it's more than music, my nigga. You gotta learn the business. You gotta understand how these people move. You gotta go in these spots and watch.
A lot of people just think, oh yeah, I'm gonna make some music.
I'm gonna make it nice because that's what it is, though.
Like I'm gonna make some music, post it.
It's not even them thinking
I'm probably gonna just boom.
It's not even them thinking
But
it. That's what
like
that's what these promoters are giving off.
Right.
Have enough followers, have enough little, bread, whatever, and you want them. You
and
feel
it's
me?
like I be wondering
So
why.
it's like that's where the narrative got switched. Like,
I just be wondering like why we have so many artists and they just haven't popped off yet. Like I don't know if it's the promotion down here or like I said, maybe because we don't have enough people investing in down here or people just don't want to invest in down here. Like maybe that's what the case is.
It's a little bit of both for real.
I see a little bit happening.
Because like I said, I do studio time. I'm an engineer too, so I be going through it like with friends that want to record, and I'm like, bro, I do this for a living. This how we eat for real. This how this building is able to stay up.
Right.
So I can't be recording 100 niggas free and we can't keep the lights on at least, you feel me? Like, I can't have 100 niggas in the studio with me and all niggas want to do is fuck bitches and drink and get high and pass out. And then when it come to time to pay for these 4 hours and pay for the engineer time, niggas looking at the rapper.
Right.
Like, nigga, you feel me? The rapper just bought all the weed, the rapper just did all this, you feel me? Like, when is the system gonna start working? The car don't just work with a steering wheel, a car don't just work with wheels, a car don't just work with a fucking
Everybody
engine.
got pitching.
Yeah. But
do it together.
Nigga gotta be able to back that shit up they talking about. On every aspect, the promoters, all that. You the hottest promoter, go find the hottest artist.
Right.
And take them from nothing. Like, you the hottest promoter, if your name that good, take a nigga from nothing and make them pop off. That'll show. You feel me? Shit like that. That confidence, what I was saying, like, you gotta have that confidence. A lot of niggas don't have that confidence. That's why niggas buying followers, buying all this shit to make them look like they can't go outside and sell 100 mixtapes.
Right, they playing.
And niggas don't even have CD players.
Right.
But a nigga like me, I can go outside and sell 500 to 1,000 mixtapes just off niggas know what I do, and you feel me? So you ain't even got that. Like, what are we doing here?
Right. That's right about that.
And like, niggas wake up broke. You sell 1,000 mixtapes for $1, nigga, you up.
Yeah, definitely.
Not no streams, not no 10 cent, 3 cent streams, or however they break it down with YouTube and all that. Cause niggas so pressed to be on YouTube and have 500,000 views, but not knowing the bank account don't add up with that.
People don't use their mindsets in the same way.
Now, if you know 500,000 people and you selling mixtapes hand in hand for $1, nigga, you up 500,000.
Instead of using that same mindset, oh, I got these followers, I can use them to buy this.
That's that work ethic we was talking about, though. You feel me? You gotta have that work ethic. You gotta know. I know I can do streams, but I know I can step out here and do what I do. You feel me? Shows, whatever.
Right.
We just substantial in everything. These niggas out there playing.
So who's your biggest supporter now that we got to know a little bit about you?
My kids. Like, to be totally honest, it be my kids. Like, I got a little home studio for real, so like, I could be blasting music to the max, and my kids will come in the room and go to sleep like nothing's going on. Now, mind you, nigga, let me cut all that off and drop a pin, they gonna wake up, you feel me? But let me cut that music on, they gonna be able to sleep through that. And it's like, that's just let me know this is it. Like, I gotta keep doing that. My kids love it, they let us see me do it. My mom's, like, I be texting her my songs now, you feel me? Like, she really, like I said, she was a saint raising me, so now it's like, I don't know what the fuck happened. But she listens to music now, so I can say that as far as I can say. But my mother is like into music now, and so I'll be feeling more comfortable to sending my music for real, because the shit you listening to, I'm harder than. So it's like, check your son out for real. So now, like, I be sending her my songs, and she'll really cry. Like, it's like she been missing out on that the whole time. Like, yeah, so it's lit. That's like one of my biggest joints though. Like, my mom be like, yo, you hard. I be like, I mean, yeah, she meant that. She meant that, because she ain't raised me like that, you feel me? Yeah.
Right. So what's your favorite song that you made?
Shit, all of them.
You don't got no specific, like, favorite song that you might like more than others, or that you really was stuck on for a minute?
Nah, I be stuck on all my shit. Like, you see how my little brothers out there, they banging all my old shit. Like, I ain't listened to this shit in a minute that they playing for real. Like, I really, and it's bringing back Like, yo, yeah. I listen to my shit all day. I don't even really listen to nobody else. Unless my idols come out with some new shit, you feel me? Kiss This Drop Ignatius, that's one of my favorite albums. Fab got his shit out. Jeezy dropped a crazy joint. And a lot of my favorite artists is still dropping. Styles drop every fucking month. If anybody ain't pay attention, like Styles drop. I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but Styles got a lot of albums out that people ain't heard. Like he's constantly dropping. Sheik Luch is always dropping. Happy birthday, OG. You feel me? 44 years old, 56 years old, however you want to call it. You feel me? Still look good on you, big dog. Yeah. That's where it really come from for real.
Okay, so tell us what's next for Young Easy.
You can't know, I don't know, yo. It's like pretty much up to me for real, cause like I said, I'm in a label situation, but one thing I love about my label, yo, they don't got no reins on me, like, ain't no holding me, ain't no leash on me or whatever. They like, young, just go. Like, I come back to the table, like, what I need to do, They're like, boy, you doing it, like, you good, like, stay in that mode. You feel me? Like, you always telling me stay in that mode, and I'll be like, to hear legends tell you that, not just people around you, but to hear legends tell you that, like, stay in that mood, you're not doing nothing wrong, I just keep doing what I'm doing. Like, whether if it's some money involved or whether if it's just because I want to do it, I just keep doing it. So, like, right now, I just plan on really touring the world. I just want to see the world at this point because I reach out to many people. Like, I get people in the Netherlands hitting me, Europe, Pakistan. We supposed to be beefing with Pakistanis. They bumping Young Easy. Like, Afghanistan, they bump Young Easy. Like, and I'm getting messages, and I mean, I can't understand what they talking about. So I fuck around and video call a motherfucker. And they really be where they from. They like, man, we bumping your shit. Like, we bumping it, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just time for me to really just see the world with this shit and let the world feel me. Because I'm bigger than the city.
Okay, so tell anybody if there's any upcoming events that they can catch you at or any upcoming shows. You want everybody to know?
I be bullying shit when it come to that stage shit for real.
Right.
I mean, if you check my Instagram, the flyers will be up. But like, honestly, if I'm in the building, they usually just be like, bro, can you do 1 or 2 joints? So you just gotta be outside. We really outside, man. Fast lane gang, real shit. EST.
You guys wanna follow his Instagram so you guys don't miss an update, and he's gonna tell you what's his Instagram so that you guys can follow up on that.
At the real Young Easy, you already know. Don't put no O on my youngest. Spell easy the right way. It's get rid of the get left. Fast lane gang, so raspy, baby. You dig?
And we're at the closing of the 2nd episode of Dropping Teas every Tuesday and Thursday on my Instagram live at beauty__TLC, and you can hit the link in the bio, like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss a notification and when my video is uploaded. Okay? We out.